From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. With tensions already extremely high, the Middle East is a region on edge. Now, reports are coming in of a large truck slamming into a bus near the Israeli city of Tel Aviv. In addition to being near the headquarters for Mossad, the bus stop where it happened is also close to a central highway junction where Israelis were returning to work after a week-long holiday. Responding police say the attacker was neutralized. Several people were injured, with at least 6 reported to be in serious condition. Back home now, where Nova Scotia residents could find themselves in the midst of a snap provincial election campaign as early as today. Premier Tim Houston is holding a rally in Halifax this afternoon amid swirling speculation he plans to dissolve the legislature and trigger a province-wide vote. An election call would come months ahead of the province's fixed election date of July 15th, 2025, but it would not be a surprise. Meanwhile, it's the last full day of campaigning in Saskatchewan before tomorrow's provincial election. There's been opportunities to vote early, but yesterday was the last day that was available. The NDP says it's optimistic about recent polling, and party leader Carla Beck joined frontline healthcare workers, teachers, and education support staff for a campaign event in Saskatoon yesterday. Saskatchewan party leader Scott Moe was also in Saskatoon yesterday for a campaign rally. South of the border now, where former U.S. President Donald Trump made his pitch to younger voters in the battleground state of Pennsylvania, reporter Johnny Fernandez tells us what college campus he decided to court.
In the battleground state of Pennsylvania, former President Trump looking to court more young voters at Penn State University.
I'm looking at this crowd. It's such a young crowd. It's a young crowd. And a lot of young people here.
The rally was the first time a candidate hosted an event in Happy Valley since Barack Obama did so back in March of 2008.
Trump will hold a rally today at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where he'll deliver his campaign's closing message against Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris. With Halloween closing in, doctors are warning that the scariest things lurking around every corner won't be monsters or ghosts, it'll be cars. Halloween is marked as one of the deadliest days of the year for pedestrians, especially children. Dr. Javier Guevara is an emergency room physician at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Chicago.
Kids are running around, they're excited, they're full of sugar, they sneak through cars. The day is getting shorter, is getting darker.
Experts say kids under the age of 12 generally should be with adults when trick-or-treating. Older kids who are out by themselves should be aware of the rules of the road and practice being responsible pedestrians. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, yikes, Dodgers fans, superstar Shohei Ohtani partially dislocated his left shoulder during the 7th inning of Game 2 at the World Series against the New York Yankees. It happened when he tried to steal second base. As for the rest of the contest, well, the Dodgers held on for a 4-2 victory, and they lead the series 2-0. Ohtani's status for Monday's Game 3 in New York is unclear. The Boston Bruins edged the visiting Toronto Maple Leafs 4-3 in overtime, the Leafs slipping to 4-4-1 on the early season. The Montreal Canadiens recovered from blowing a 2-0 lead and defeated the visiting St. Louis Blues 5-2. The Winnipeg Jets, they got a pair of late goals to secure their victory over the Calgary Flames, 5-3 the final, as the Jets improved their NHL unbeaten streak to 8-0, and the Vancouver Canucks topped the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-3. In the NBA, the Toronto Raptors fell 112-101 to the hosting Minnesota Timberwolves. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.